This video is about using journaling and drawing to learn English as a tool for English learning. And as you can probably tell, I'm a very visual teacher. So when I'm working with you on your English language, I use a lot of drawings. We do this in a number of ways. So if you're here working with me and I introduce you to somebody, maybe we'll go and meet a maker in their studio and you'll get the chance to speak to an artist. Let's make it a ceramic artist about her pots. Quite often we'll have a conversation that's people talking in what I refer to as fast English. So there's a difference between talking to people who are trained English language teachers and know how to enunciate and what language to avoid, and speaking to people in the community. It's just it's a different style of conversation. And when you're talking to your English language teacher, you can really expect to understand a large percentage of what they say, if not all of it, because they should be pitching their language to your level, including making some things difficult, of course, but also difficult within a context that you can work out what it means. And this is really my number one reason for using drawings and sketching like this, because it gives you a way in. It gives you an opportunity to understand exactly what's being said. If you miss a word, if you miss understanding something, you have this visual story happening in front of your face that that helps form this impression of understanding, which is really what you're going for when you're an English language learner. It will give you the confidence to then learn more and more and be confident in situations like this one. If I'm not here, if your English teacher's not here, and it's just you and a native English speaker rattling away. This is an expression which means to talk fast. Okay, they're rattling on, they're rattling away. We can say rattling on as well. So here, with me, with our English language lessons, I'll draw myself in here. I've got big hair in case you haven't met me yet. I'm known in my house as the big fuzzball because I have got quite big curly hair. So here you'll be speaking to a maker about their artwork. Maybe I'll join in and ask a couple of questions. Maybe not. It depends how your conversation is flowing. But then this conversation later, when we leave the artist studio and we get back to our language hub, what should I draw for the language hub? I'm just going to draw a sofa because it's all about being comfortable while learning and experiencing a relaxing, friendly time. So we'll sit and we'll revise what we talked about. It won't feel like revision though. It will look just like this. It will be me and you having a conversation, and I will ask you, oh, what did Sarah say about this? And this is your opportunity to say, well, in fact, I didn't completely understand this part, or to tell me and to rehearse the vocabulary that you've been using with our ceramicist. And it's your chance to kind of practice not only the vocabulary that you were using here, but to check comprehension, because sometimes really strange things happen in conversation, and Sarah might just start telling a story that is just so absurd you cannot possibly have understood it, and then during this chat I will check with you using this very visual note-taking technique. We'll go through some of the vocabulary that we learned about any of the specialities that are involved in your job or Sarah's work. We'll make a list of the words and the structures that came up in conversation. And then I'll check to make sure that everything's okay. You got it. You got the essential points of the conversation. Okay, so it's a really, really nice way of reviewing. And then lastly, of course, when you get home, you also have this very visual record of your time here and your word lists. And this is just such great practice to continue even after your holiday, even after your time in the UK. If you're watching a film or doing any kind of work in your English, make visual notes, write vocabulary lists, write any useful phrases, and record it in your own English language journal, which will help you really learn by heart the language that is in your life and around you, which is quite obviously the language that you need to be learning because it's the language that you need to use. Okay, hope that's helpful.